There are moments in life when the entire world seems to quiet down for us just for a second. In that silence, familiar questions echo. Am I doing enough with my life? Is this the future I dreamed of? For some people, these questions feel like thunder, constant, unrelenting, refusing to let go. Tonight, as you listen, I invite you to step closer. Imagine yourself in the middle of a bustling city, lost among hundreds of faces, and yet you feel alone. This is not just a story. This is a journey that changes lives. And if you give me your attention, I promise you'll find a piece of yourself somewhere in it. This story begins in New York City, on the corner of 47th Street and 8th Avenue, inside a tiny studio apartment filled with faded sunlight and old books. William Carter, a 32-year-old American, lives here. If you saw William from a distance, you'd think he's just another face in the crowd, another soul moving through life, carrying his invisible burdens. He smiles at his neighbor, buys his coffee at the same street cart every morning, and returns home each night to silence. But beneath William's calm presence lies an ocean of frustration. 3 years ago, he graduated with honors in graphic design. His parents celebrated. His friends expected great things. William himself dreamed of creating something meaningful, something that would touch lives. The reality, however, was less kind. Job after job interview ended in polite emails. "We regret to inform you." Months became years. The city's energy felt both inspiring and exhausting. William tried freelancing, but those projects fizzled out. Each rejection left a mark, like tiny cuts, invisible and deep. It is hard, after countless failures, to keep waking up with hope. Every morning, William stares at the cracked ceiling above his bed, wondering if the universe made a mistake with him. Social media is no refuge. It feels like every friend is achieving something spectacular, showing off promotions, marriages, vacations. William scrolls while trying not to compare, but it's nearly impossible. His self-doubt becomes heavier with each day. Sometimes he doesn't leave his apartment for an entire weekend, ashamed to face the world. Even his own reflection seems unfamiliar. One winter afternoon, William receives yet another rejection email. He doesn't even read it all the way through. Instead, he closes his laptop and begins pacing his small apartment. The walls feel closer than ever before. He glances at his bookshelf, eyes lingering on a dusty hardcover. He pulls it down almost at random. As he opens it, a piece of paper falls out. It's an old quote, something he must have written years ago when life felt brighter. "Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now without delay." The words hit him like a shot of cold air. Had he been waiting for something magical to happen? Was there a finish line somewhere in the future, waiting for him to stumble across it? William's heart pounds as he rereads the quote. He realizes he's been a spectator in his own life, waiting for permission to start living, waiting for someone, anyone, to tell him he's good enough. That night, instead of losing himself in self-pity, William makes a decision. He will act now. He will stop gambling with tomorrow's promises and start building a better today. His first step seems small. He writes down 3 things he wants to change. The first is his daily routine. The second is his negative self-talk. And the third, perhaps most important, is to reach out for help. Not as a sign of weakness, but of courage. The next morning, William wakes up earlier than usual. The city is still asleep, wrapped in fog. He cooks himself a real breakfast, something he hasn't done in weeks. Then he cleans his apartment, washing dishes, sweeping the floor, throwing away piles of junk. As his space becomes lighter, so does his mind. He starts his day by reading a chapter from a self-improvement book and writing down a positive thought in his journal. These small changes have a strange power. Within days, William notices the difference. He is calmer, more focused. He sends another round of job applications, but this time he writes his cover letters with authenticity. He stops pretending to be someone else. He designs a personal project, a series of illustrations about overcoming self-doubt, and shares them anonymously on a community forum. To his surprise, people respond. Comments pour in. "This makes me feel seen. Thank you for sharing." Encouraged, William decides to email an old college mentor, someone he admired but lost touch with. "Hey," he writes, fighting nerves. "I've been struggling. Do you have any advice?" That message opens the doors to an honest conversation, one where William admits his failures and doubts. His mentor replies with wisdom, but also with a gentle reminder. Don't wait for the world to change. Change begins with you. Little by little, William's world expands. He starts volunteering at a local shelter on weekends, teaching basic art classes to kids. For the first time in years, he feels purposeful. These kids don't care about his past failures. They see someone who believes in them. William laughs freely. He feels alive. He still faces rejection, but it no longer feels like the end. Each setback is a lesson, a detour, not a dead end. By spring, one of William's online projects catches the attention of a startup founder in Brooklyn. They reach out, interested in his honest style. After weeks of interviews that feel more like genuine conversations than tests, William lands a full-time job. The salary isn't huge, but the work fulfills him. He designs campaigns that tell real, human stories. When people ask how he found success after so many failures, William smiles and tells them it was never really about luck. It was about changing his mindset and taking action, one day at a time. Still, William continues growing. Every month he learns something new, meets new people, shares his ups and downs. He no longer gambles on the future, waiting for happiness or success to find him. Instead, he grabs each day with both hands, determined not to waste it. Today, William is not just the man you pass in the hallway. He's someone you know, a friend, a brother, the quiet neighbor with a story worth hearing. His journey reminds us all that even in our darkest hours, hope can break through. All it takes is one decision, to act now without delay. I came to know William's story at a time when I, too, felt lost and uncertain. Listening to his experiences, I gradually tried the same principles myself. The power of small changes, the courage to ask for help, the decision to live with purpose, these things transformed my outlook. If you're hearing this, I hope his journey inspires you as much as it did me. Before you go, let me say this just for you. Sometimes the weight of loss or disappointment makes us feel as if the door to happiness just won't open. But those feelings, as powerful as they are, don't define you. You have the ability to act right now in your own life. Don't wait for the perfect moment or gamble on a distant future. Take a deep breath and remember, change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now without delay. This story is told for you, because sometimes all you need is a gentle push, a reminder that every day is a chance to begin again. So, what will you change today?